Ever wondered why you keep attracting the wrong people in your life? It's a question that has tormented many of us at some point or the other. It's like an unsolvable paradox, isn't it? The more we seek to avoid certain types of people, the more they seem to gravitate towards us. This phenomenon is not unique to you or me. It's a universal issue that has puzzled psychologists and relationship experts for years. You see, our minds are complex, intricate webs of thoughts, emotions, and past experiences, all of which play a pivotal role in shaping our relationships. We often find ourselves drawn towards certain personalities, not because they're beneficial for us, but because they're familiar, irrespective of whether they're healthy for us or not. This can make us stuck in a cycle of perpetually attracting the wrong people. Just like a magnet, we attract certain types of people. But why is that? Let's dive deeper into this intriguing paradox. To understand why we attract the wrong people, we need to delve into the human psyche. The mind is a complex entity, and the forces that drive our attractions are deeply rooted in our psychological makeup. Let's begin with childhood experiences. You see, the relationships we witness in our early years often set the stage for our future romantic pursuits. Whether we realize it or not, we tend to replicate patterns we've observed in our parents' relationships, or even in the relationships around us. If those relationships were unhealthy, we may unwittingly seek out similar dynamics in our own romantic endeavors, hence attracting the wrong people. Next, we have self-esteem. This is a powerful determinant in the kind of people we attract. Those with low self-esteem often attract partners who confirm their negative self-beliefs. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't believe you're worthy of love, you're more likely to attract people who treat you as if you're not. On the flip side, a healthy sense of self-worth can attract partners who respect and value you. Then there's the fear of being alone. This fear can be so overpowering that it leads people to settle for less than they deserve. Instead of waiting for a fulfilling relationship, they may rush into unhealthy ones, just to avoid loneliness. This rush can cloud judgment and lead to the attraction of wrong partners. Finally, we need to address the role of unconscious factors. You know, those aspects of our psyche that operate beneath our conscious awareness. These factors can include unresolved emotional trauma, unmet childhood needs, or deep-seated fears. These unconscious elements can influence our attractions in ways we may not fully understand, pulling us towards unsuitable partners. So, our past experiences and fears can play a significant role in who we attract. The psychology behind attraction is complex, filled with layers upon layers of personal history, emotional patterns, and unconscious drivers. Understanding this is the first step towards attracting healthier relationships. But what makes us stuck in this cycle of attracting the wrong people? Well, the answer lies in our subconscious patterns. The cycle of attraction isn't some mystical force of nature. No, it's a psychological loop we find ourselves in, often without even realizing it. Imagine a merry-go-round, a carousel, if you will. It's fun and exciting, but after a while, it becomes monotonous, repetitive. The same horse, the same tune, the same scenery. That's the cycle of attraction in a nutshell. We are drawn to what is familiar, even if it is not necessarily good for us. It's like reaching for that second piece of cake when you're already full. You know it's not the best choice, but it's so tempting, isn't it? The same goes for relationships. We may find ourselves attracted to the same type of person over and over again, despite the red flags waving in our faces. Why does this happen? The answer is simple but profound. A lack of self-awareness. We can't change what we don't recognize. If we're not aware of our own patterns, we can't possibly break free from them. We may fall for the same type of person again and again, not because we enjoy the heartbreak, but because we are not consciously aware of our own patterns of attraction. Think of your past relationships. Do you see a pattern? Maybe you're attracted to the rebellious type, the one who's always pushing boundaries. Or maybe it's the charismatic charmer, the one who always knows what to say. These patterns are not random. They're a reflection of our subconscious desires and fears. And until we shine a light on these hidden aspects of ourselves, we remain stuck on the carousel, going round and round. But here's the good news. Awareness is the first step towards change. It is the key that can unlock the chain that binds us to the cycle of attraction. Once we become aware of our patterns, we can begin to understand why we are drawn to certain types of people. This understanding can empower us to make different choices, to step off the carousel and onto a path that leads to healthier relationships. Breaking this cycle requires us to become aware of our patterns and take active steps to change. So, how can we break free from this cycle and start attracting the right people? Now that we've delved into the intricate paradox of attraction and the psychology that fuels it, let's explore how we can shatter these chains and begin drawing in the right company. Firstly, we need to focus on improving self-esteem. It's like that old saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. When your self-esteem is low, it's easy to settle for less than you deserve. When you value yourself, you'll naturally attract people who also value you. So go ahead and take that dance class you've always wanted to, or learn a new language. Do something that makes you feel good about yourself. Next, let's talk about recognizing unhealthy patterns. You know, those repetitive scenarios that play out in your relationships, like a broken record. It's important to spot these patterns and understand why they keep happening. This could be anything from always dating people who lack commitment to continually being the friend who gives more than they receive. Once you identify these patterns, you can start to change them. Another crucial step is seeking professional help. There's no shame in reaching out to a therapist or counselor. These professionals are trained to help you understand your feelings and behaviors and can provide you with tools to manage them effectively. Remember, asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and commitment to personal growth. Lastly, make time for self-reflection. This could be as simple as journaling at the end of the day or meditating in the morning. Self-reflection helps you understand yourself better, which in turn helps you understand what you need from others. The journey to breaking free from the cycle of attracting the wrong people isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires patience, self-love, and a lot of introspection. But with each step forward, you'll find yourself drawing closer to the people who truly complement you and who value you for who you are. Remember, the key to attracting the right people lies within you. Let's sum up what we've learned today. We've explored the psychological reasons that lead us to attract the wrong people, understood the cycle of attraction, and discovered ways to break free from this loop. So next time you find yourself asking, why do I keep attracting the wrong people? Remember, the power to change lies within you.